Sponge filter or hang-on filter? That is the question. I'm James, guys, and you're watching Blue Dog Aquatics. We get questions all the time on filtration. Now, anytime you have an aquarium, you never want to cheap out on filtration because it is going to be, man, I cannot talk today. It's going to be what helps keep your tank clean and helps sustain that bacteria load that is in your tank. Now, your substrate, the rocks, it'll all do it too, but the filters are what hold most of it. That's why when we clean filters, we don't fully clean filters because we don't want to remove all the bacteria that is in the filter. I mean, you can just see it setting right on that filter. But back to the main question. Do we like sponge filters or hang-on filters? And there's so many of both. It's unreal. But let's break it down. So hang-on filters are really nice because they have that waterfall effect. They're low profile, so they keep the intake nice up and close to the glass, and on most, I say most, tanks, they fit really nicely over the trim, and then everything, your media, whether you have carbon or ammonia remover or anything like that, is all hidden in the back and all tucked away. Now, with that being said, a couple of things I don't like about hang-ons. I don't like the intake because a lot of people that have these, I'm not saying everybody, I'm saying a lot of people that have these have smaller fish, and I see it countless times where they get sucked into that intake. Now, there are ways to there are ways to get around that. There we go. And that is taking something like this and cutting a hole in the middle of it and sticking it up over the intake. Simple fix, easy way to keep your fish out of your hang-on filter. Two, another thing I don't like about these is I don't like the filter pads. I don't know if they're cheaply made or what it is, but when I have hang-on filters, I end up making my own just because it's far cheaper than buying the filter pads. And depending on what kind of bioload you have in your aquarium dictates how often you're going to be cleaning them, how often you're going to be changing them out. But yeah. Now on to things I like about hang-on filters. I like hang-on filters because it is easier to, if you need carbon or ammonia remover or what have you, any of this stuff essentially, it's easy to take this cover off, tuck it in the back, and you're good to go. You don't have to find a way to introduce it if you have, let's say like this tank. This tank has nowhere to introduce it because it just has sponge filters. But the nice thing too is all you have to do is take this home, put the filter in it if it isn't already in it, add water to it, and plug it in. That is it. And some of these, like you see that little red dot on the top, that will actually tell you when the filter needs replaced. And there's a lot of times controls on here to regulate how fast you want the water. LED Pro, yep, there it is. LED cartridge change indicator. Look at that. I didn't even read the box. I've just worked with these enough. So that is the hang-on filter in a nutshell. Now let's move on down to the sponge filters. As you can see, the sponge filters come in a range of sizes. And don't get me wrong, so do hang-on filters. They come in all different sizes, from medium-sized ones to little ones to big ones. And they even make them bigger than this. But we're done talking about them for right now. On to sponges. Now, sponges, they come in all different sizes. They also come in all different styles. Look at those. Those don't look anything like those. Those are my favorite, if you can't tell. But cons to a sponge filter. Let's start with there. One, they are going to dirty up. Just like this. We typically take these sponges out and clean them about every 2 weeks. Is that unreasonable? No, not really. Another con is you have to buy other things other than just the sponge filter. You have to buy the pump, you have to buy the airline. It's not just a go home, plug and play. But another pro is they are affordable. They are, I mean, look, that's $6. They're very affordable. And they don't break down as quickly as hang-on filters do. These sponges in here, they're still going after 2 years. Yes, we've taken them out. Yes, we've cleaned them. But we would have been through a whole lot of filters if we had hang-ons on each one of these. So, pros are, they are affordable, 100%. They are. Oops, sorry. Make sure that you can see. You can hide them behind rocks, behind plants. I mean, here, hold on. Look, you can't even see the sponge filter in there. Can't see the sponge filter in there. And there. They are very, very easy to hide. You can hide the airline. Always go with black airline because it is easier and it doesn't develop algae as easily. That's a topic for another day. We're not going to talk about that right now. But overall, sponges are absolutely amazing. Now, which one is better? They have both pros and cons to each their own, you know, and it comes down to personal preference on which one you would rather go with. But if it was me, cost effectively, you're going to spend $53, let's say $53 on this. Within, depending on your bio load, you're going to be changing out filters, which are typically about $5 to $15, depending on how big your filter is. Every month and a half, 2 months, it just depends on your bio load. So that price is going to constantly keep adding. Now, let's jump over to sponge filters. Yes, the pumps are about, I don't know, $40, $50, something like that. Airlines, cheap. And then you have the cost of the sponge. Now, like I said, I've had these sponges for 2 years. Have not changed them out. And that's because they do their job. Oh, I'm sorry, did I scare you? My apologies. That's because they do the job. I have run shrimp tanks, guppy tanks, and that is also another pro, is you don't have to worry about nanofish being sucked into a sponge filter. Hello. All right, platinum raspberry, or rummy nose. Whatever you are. What? All right. Off topic. Okay. But let me know, guys, what's your thoughts? Do you prefer sponge filters or hang-ons? Also, while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe, guys. You guys are absolutely beautiful. If you want to become a member of the Blue Dog family, then just hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned to all the new videos. This week, we for all of our shorts, we are actually doing videos on plants. So if you don't see any fish, I mean, obviously sometimes we have fish that are like, but we're doing it on plants just to kind of get a feel of what you guys want to see for videos. So if you want to see more plants, or you want to see more fish, or you want to see me build something, let me know down in the comments. As always, guys, stay beautiful, stay safe, and what are you doing? We'll see you next time.